cover topics, we try to cover the full perspective, and today's show is no exception. Our next guest has a younger brother with autism. Please welcome my beautiful niece, Alisea Tate. Hey, hello, beautiful niece. Hello there. Scoot up if you want to. Yeah. So how are you?
Fine.
Okay, so we heard that you have a brother, our nephew, that is autistic, and you said that before the doctors diagnosed him, you kind of knew already.
Yeah.
How did you know?
Well, I have another younger brother that was diagnosed with speech impediment, so he didn't really talk like that, and he spent like almost 3 years basically not talking, and I had to like basically to talk on some other stuff. So when my brother got to be about 2, I realized that he wasn't like communicating and reacting like normal, or so-called children would do. So that's how.
Yeah. What is it like being a big sister of a younger brother that's autistic?
Kind of hard. It's kind of funny. It's an everyday life.
Hard and funny.
Hard and funny. What's the hard thing about it?
Well, I can't really go out and do all the things because I'm trying to watch my little while my parents go home.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And what's the funny part?
Well, my brother is goofy.
Okay. So what goofy things does he do?
Well, when he breaks things, he goes around saying, telling everybody, it's broken, it's broken.
It's broken.
So, autistic children communicate differently than most children do. How do you communicate with your brother, and how does he respond to you?
Oh, well, I just point to things, or he'll come grab my hand, get me out of the bed, point to the cereal, and I'll be like, be funny with him just to see where he's at, and point to eggs, and he'll be like, no, I'm going to cereal. And then if I don't do it, he starts screaming, and if I ask us, I just do it to him.
How old is he?
5.
And how old are you?
14.
14, 15.
You got
Yeah, we don't know about it.
Yeah, fake ID we don't know about?
So you're going to be 14 in June or 15?
I'm 15.
So you said, how is Xavier different from your other brother and sister? How does he act different from them?
He doesn't communicate like he should, and he can't go out into like malls and stuff and be around a whole bunch of people. He doesn't, well, he always like listen to things like microwaves and things like that. Or he'll be up all night and like he won't sleep until he gets going. He has a routine like every day. It's say like 11 o'clock on this show called Junior. He has to have some show called Wild Lipsy at 11 o'clock, and I have to get up out of bed and go out
And play it for him.
yeah, and if it doesn't, he wants to play it over and over and over again until he goes to sleep.
So how does that work? Because you said he has a routine. So is it so much that if what would happen if he didn't go through that routine?
If you didn't follow his directions, then he would have a temper tantrum and hit you.
So if you don't wake up and turn on Wild Wild West,
He's going to wake
How do you guys discipline him? Is it a way that you can discipline or punish him without where he would be like, okay, they're serious?
Right.
Well,
Can you talk about it on TV?
in some aspects, I discipline him by telling him no, and then if he doesn't listen, I take him upstairs and sit him down on me. He'll lose the concentration. Then afterwards, he wants attention. So like any regular child, he will go out and just keep on like screaming in her face, and if you don't give him that attention, then he just stop.
Find something else to do. So what do you want for your brother as far as when he becomes an adult?
I want him to be the best that he can be. I don't want people to like treat him like he's autistic. I want him to like be like a regular person. I want him to go like graduate from high school, graduate from college, have a family.
Okay, and Chris was diagnosed with autism, and when he was younger, he didn't communicate well with us. He didn't really, he wasn't really functioning right. And now he's just like, you can't tell the difference between him and another child. So do you have hopes that that's what's going to happen to Xavier?
Yeah, I hope so.
Do you see, like, can you remember back to when Chris was younger?
Oh, yeah.
And do you see the progress in Xavier?
Yeah, Xavier actually starts to talk a little bit. So
I know he says my name.
Who's Chris?
Her brother.
Okay, awesome.
he doesn't really express his emotions sometimes, so I'm the first person to say I love you too. So he'll go around saying I love Alisea and stuff. That's sweet.
But, right, and
Yeah,
you help him out a lot. So is he's in school?
Mhm.
Okay. So do you help him with his homework?
He doesn't have any.
Or
He's in prison.
oh, okay. Well, not homework. I didn't mean to say homework, but I didn't really mean to say homework. How do you help him to learn different things that he's learning in school?
Sometimes I go on the internet and look up autism games online, and I sit and let him play. He doesn't want to. He just goes on the junior, and he knows how to. He works with computers really well, so he'll go and play the art games over and over again until he gets tired.
I noticed you've got a puzzle piece there.
This is for the organization Autism Speaks, and I think he just got into it, and
So, since you are very young and you do have a younger sibling with autism, what advice can you give to other children that are in your situation?
don't like push them away because they're just like every one of your other siblings. You have to love them and give them the same support as everybody else because, I mean, if you don't, then how are they going to be like you? They need to depend on somebody. And as if you're a big sister, big brother, especially if you are, they need to like be there with you and everything. You have to guide them through life.
Good. I agree.
Words of wisdom. Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you, Alisea, for being here. Hope you weren't too nervous.
You did a great job.
Yes, you
We'll
did.
be right back with our guest from Autism Speaks, Jim Raymaker, so don't go anywhere.